The senior manager at 98 percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with XLR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were so precise in giving all the information to us. It was extremely great to get associated with them and have a drive at XLR campus. So we are very, very happy that we got a chance to do this. Now, coming to the students, what XLR had, I think they were extremely enthusiastic. They were well prepared. They were aware of what they are coming for. I think there was some back-end preparation which they did that was commendable. They also were very confident and they were open to any kind of thing we were asking them to do. That was I think the best part. Now, I really hope we have a very, very fruitful association with each one of them and XLR in future. We are really looking forward to have many more drives like this.
Hi everyone, my name is Prachi Sharma and I'm the Senior Project Manager for IT Department at 90th Percentile. So today we were here for this IT Bootcamp, right, this technical drive and at XLR. So it was a great experience and I would feel that the students, they are the freshers, right, but it doesn't seem like that. So if I talk about their technical and cognitive ability, they all seems pretty good in that and that's what I felt. And I guess they have been taught pretty well at XLR, so that's how they have performed good in their aptitude and the technical tests. So I wish them all the best and it was a very great experience over here.
Technology Consulting Manager from 98th Percentile. We visited XLR for the campus placement drive and it went very well today. Miss Ambika, Miss Pragati, everyone received us greatly here and we had a lot of enjoyable time here. The students even had great experience with us. They were interactive, they had good aptitude and all the technological skills they showed. I think they were all well and we really appreciate their time that they spared to us and I think we will be doing a great job. We are expecting a lot of people to be hired from them. Let's see. It was a great experience altogether.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
From
Good evening, all. Good evening, Aishwarya ma'am. I hope my voice is audible.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, come, you can start the session.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Hope I'm audible to all. So welcome back to the session. Okay. So in the last session, we were understanding about the encryptions, the cryptographic attack, that is sensitive data exposure due to a weak encryption in the web application. This is what we have understood in the last session. In today's session, we would be using a Wireshark and we are going to just track. We would be investigating the traffics or we would be analyzing the packets on the internet. Okay, it's not only on the internet, the network, whatever it is, online or offline networks, we are going to analyze those traffics. Okay, so for that, we will be using a tool called Wireshark. So any idea about the Wireshark? Why are we using Wireshark? As just now I told, it is used for what is it, analyzing or just for filtering the packets on the network, right? Anything apart from that which you all know on Wireshark? No idea. Okay, so let me give an overview about the Wireshark, and then we will begin with the practicals. Okay, so Wireshark is a open source packet analyzer. Okay, so open source packet analyzer, which is basically used to track. Okay, this is one of the tool. What it does, it would be helping you to track the packet so that each one is filtered to meet a specific needs. It commonly used for network protocol analyzer and network analyzer we can write. So whatever the packets you're trying to send, for example, if you tell, for example, when an organization, imagine you are a network administration, okay, administrator or network analyst, okay, and the user are reporting slow performance. The user, whatever they been into the networks, they have been facing a slow performance. So when they are accessing a web application, so we have a applications website, okay, in the website when they taking the input from the user, they in website they might be a form created, okay, Google Forms, not Google Form, it is like a login forms or any sort of the forms, okay, which basically a website is a user interaction, is a UI, is a like interacting with the user, right? The code and the user are interacting only. We tell it as a user interface. So when a network administration or when a cybersecurity faces that there is a slow performance in the network or in the web application, what they decide to do is they would be capturing the network traffic, whatever the packets which are, what is packet according to you all? Any idea? No idea. Packet is nothing but the data we are trying to transfer the information. The packet is nothing but the data. Okay, is a set of data you can tell. So those packet we would try to analyze it. We would be tracking those traffics. Okay, so tracking those packets. And coming here with the scenario again. So what you do, you capture those network traffic to analyze what is causing this issue. So what you do, the first thing we would be using one of the tool, okay, which would be helping you to track or to just make a, what is that, to analyze the issues. We would be using one of the tool. There are various different tools are being used. One of the tool which we would be discussing about is the Wireshark. Okay, Wireshark. But then we would be selecting of the network interfaces, like where exactly which network you're trying to track. Okay, we would be choosing the network that is being connected, network interface which is being connected to the internet where the issue is occurring, and then you start capturing. Okay, so the slide would look something like this. What you do, this is a Wireshark tool looks like. Okay, this tool, what you will do is you would have an option to capture the data. So here you see this line is a toolbar where you have file, edit, view, capturing, analyzing, statistic, and many other things are being used. Okay, if you want to filter is like you want to know the specific IP address, you want to know the traffic on the specific IP address, on the specific port number, or on the specific serial numbers, we would be using display filter. Okay, and then coming here with the recent file, if you have opened any recent file, that is going to be displayed on the first box, that is welcome to Wireshark, and then you'll be having a file whatever has been opened over here. Okay, that is the recent files. And the next capture, you're able to see a box that the box capture filter and available sniffing interface. Sniffing interface, any idea about the packet sniffing? So basically, is a practice of monitoring and capturing the data that are being transmitted over a computer network. So that can be done using the software or hardware tool designed to interrupt and log the traffics. That is what is a sniffing interface is all about. What type of interface you're going to select? Is it your Wi-Fi connectivity or the Ethernet connectivity? Those interface you're going to select it. Okay, and you would be getting a status bar telling, okay, it is ready to capture or not. If there is any error or any such activity, you'll be finding it in the status bar. Okay, and moving forward, so once you have selected the IP address or once you have selected with the interfaces, so you would able to capture the, you would be able to see the traffics. Okay, in this traffic, if you observe neatly, we would have something known as numbers. Okay, we would have a serial numbers are being provided. And then we would have something called as, okay, time, at what time the traffic is being transferring, what is the time it took to transfer the data from source to destination. Okay, source is a packet which you have received from the network. Okay, destination which you're trying to reach or send the packets. Okay, and protocol, what type of protocol they're using. That is, protocol is nothing but a set of instructions, set of rules, you can tell. Okay, what type of protocol the IP address is using, or since a specific network is using, what is the length of the data, and what is the other information like TCP. If they're using a TCP protocol, they would be a three-way handshake. Okay, so that is like how is the data sent to the sender. Okay, the sender is going to send the data to the receiver, or receiver is going to send it to the sender. So how are the communication is happening? You would be getting it in the three-way handshake. So we will go ahead and try to, we will go ahead and try to look into the practical, how exactly they have been done. So what I'll do is, I have a Wireshark being installed. Okay. So you can just go ahead and search for Wireshark download. You'll be able to get the tool over here. I will also share you the share you the tool link so that you can go ahead and download it. See here, if you're using Windows or Mac, you can go ahead with the specific installer and you can download the Wireshark. I'm sharing it in the chat box. You can keep this all links as a reference. Okay, you can create a file and keep all these links as a reference. So whenever you're working or any specific tools or any specific data, you can have this as a reference and you can start working on it. Okay, so the tool would look something like this, as I told you, where you have a seer. This blue color which you see help you in starting up the capturing of the data. Okay, this is start, and the next one you see a square bracket, that would be stop. Okay, you start the start tracking of the packets or the data or the networks, and then you stop it. Okay, so we go ahead using the filter. Using the filter is nothing but what type of connectivity, network interface you're going to use. I would be using an Ethernet. Okay, I'm going to use an Ethernet. I'll double click on it. Okay, you see, it would take some time and then you would be able to see some network traffics over here. Let it load. Here. Yes, it's loading. So here I have used an interface of Ethernet, is basically a network or a LAN connectivity, right? So it would help you in analyzing the Ethernet packets, which is going to involve in examining the frames captured from the network to understand the communications of the data. So if you see here, we have a number, serial numbers. So currently I have 4. It would be able to, we would be able to get those traffics also fine. And then the time, okay, it took to transfer the data, or the time, the packet started to filter it out, it started to tracking it out. Those times has been displayed over here, and along with that, the source file and the destinations IP address. Okay, what type of the protocol they're using? SSDP, and then the length of the data and M-search. This is the IP address or the specific data which we are trying to search. So to know more on the detailed description of your packets, okay, there is something known as statistics and capture file property. If you want to know about the properties used in your application, you would be able to see the file properties. Here, if you see here, the name. So what specific data I'm trying to use, and the Ethernet, the Wireshark Ethernet PCAP file I'm trying to use, the length of the data, okay, the hash value, okay, the hash SHA-1, SHA-256 values are being provided. And then encapsulation, the first packet, the second packet, the elapsed time, the hardware which you're trying to use, the operating system, everything is being provided over here. Okay. So now we will go ahead and do the labs. So till here, everybody understood what exactly we are doing. So in an organization, okay, in an organization, when you want in the SOC, okay, in the SOC, if you are working on any of the tools, what happens is you try to monitor, okay, you try to monitor into the network. For example, what happens is in an organization, okay, if some process is not working, okay, you're working on some networking related domain or something, okay, what happens is when your system is not up to date, it's not up to date, your system runs slowly, or when you have different types of features or services running, okay, to have or to make a note, or you can tell like uh, to monitor it, okay. So if the first things what happens is before you try to exploit, okay, before you're trying to find out the vulnerability, first thing is you need to secure your application. So how do you secure your application? The cryptography parts, comes later, but you try to regularly monitor it, okay, what type of activity is happening, how is the data transmitting, how is the data receiving it, what type of data it is receiving it, what type of protocols they're using it. This is how you keep a track, or you try to monitor any applications, okay. So an organization, what they do, they would be sending a PCAP file. There's a file called PCAP. So have you ever heard about it? Packet capture file. So what they would do with whatever the packet or whatever the network they're trying to use, if they're finding an issue over there, they would be capturing those packets using any tool, okay. They would be using a tool. The mostly used tool is a Wireshark. They would be capturing, might be I am having an issue in some services, okay. In some services, I have created a website. As I told, a website is created. It is working all fine. But when a user is providing an input, I see there is a performance is low. What I'll do, I'll just capture those activity and I would be sharing it to the network administrator or a network analyst. What they would be doing is they'll try to what is that? They would be uploading it in the Wireshark and they would be analyzing what type of network, what type of traffic, okay, the network traffic or the packets, whatever they've been transferring from one end to another end, and they would see any type of attack is happening or not. Is the data up to date or not? Okay, this is how the PCAP file is going to be used. PCAP file stands for packet capture file. Is a data, or it's a file data used to store some network traffic that has been captured by the packet sniffing tool. Okay, packet sniffing tool can be one of the tool is the Wireshark. So this file contains detailed information about the network packets. So that will be including about the payloads or the headers, okay, which can also be used for the network analyzer for troubleshooting. Got an idea, overview about it? Negative updates, everybody are understanding the concept? Okay, so we'll see, we'll look into one practical. Let us try to understand in depth. If you're still having any doubts or not able to understand it, you can let me know. Okay, you can stop me anytime. We'll just move forward and have a look into the a lab. Okay, so the lab again, I would be using a TryHackMe. So today I would also share you some links where you can practice and start working, or the reference files I'll try to share it to you all. Okay, fine. So here I would just log into Kali Linux, and then as I am using a TryHackMe, and then I have a Wireshark, the basics. So what I'll do is I'll start the machine. Okay, I'll just start the machine, and we will see the step-by-step procedure how I would be tracking the files. And here also, when I'm using a try hack me, the goal is we need to find out the flag. Okay. So how are we going to find out the flag in Wireshark? That is the concept we would have a look into it. Okay, understanding, then date. So let it load. In the meantime, what we will do is, yeah. So here we would be using the PCAP file. PCAP file is packet capture file. Already a PCAP file has been available where it has some networks traffics into it. It includes some information related to the network. And okay, great then. So let it load in the meantime. So try Hack Me, Hack the Box, Sports Figure. These are the best tools where you can start working on your practically. If you want to work, these are the applications you can work on. Okay, so let me do a search. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's done loading. I'll try to maximize this and see, I'll try to maximize this and open it in the new file, view in full screen, and here I'll try to minimize it. Okay. And if you observe here, okay, so we have two different PCAP files. So I repeat again, Wireshark is an open source cross-platform network packet analyzer tool, which is capable of sniffing and investigating the live traffic and inspecting the packets, that is the packet capture, the PCAP files. Okay. And coming here, we will have an understanding about the tool first. Let us try to have an overview on the tool, how it is going to work and so on. And if you see here, I have two different PCAP files. One is exercise.pcapng and one is http1.pcapng. So I'll just open the first file. And when I click on this, so this is a file an organization will be sending to you. Okay, you would try to open it in your Wireshark and you would try to monitor those activity or monitor the packets. So I'll try to open this. It will take a minute. I'll give a start mission. Let's give a start mission. So this is what is happening. I'm not using any network interface, nor I'm going to use a start or stop. Okay, when I'm just going to use a PCAP file and I will open it. When you open it, by default, what happens is all the traffic is going to be displayed on your application. So if you see here, these are the data, these are the IP address and the destinations, everything is being here. We are trying to track all those activities over here. Fine. So if you have a look over here, okay. So we are trying to detect and troubleshoot the network problems, and we would also figure it out the network load failure points. And along with that, yeah, we will go ahead. So here we have three different command lines. One is here, if you see here, this is going to be a packet list. This one is your packet list, the list of packets that are being tracked. Okay. So how many packets are being there? Here I can see it. 496 bits. If you want to know the number of packets, instead of scrolling, I can just see it. So it is 58620. It's a total number of packets which will be monitored. Okay. So again, I repeat, the first one which you see, the first command. So that is a total number of packet list. Here you see, right, towards your right left hand side, there are packet details, which you, so if on any of the packets, if you want a detailed information provided, then I would be able to get here in the frame one, Ethernet, Internet protocol and transmission control protocol. And here on towards your right hand side, you will be able to see the packet bytes. Okay, that is a number of packets. Well, what is the total number of packets we have? Here you see here, packet is total number of packet. That is the option. Here you see the total number of packets, and this is called as packet. I'm using my mouse, so try to adjust my packet list. So this is going to be your bytes packet. This is going to be packet details. Okay, fine. Now, in the packet list, what happens is, in the list of packets or in the list of packets, it's going to give me a summary of each and every traffic. So it is going to give me the source. Okay, source is nothing but the packet where exactly it is coming from. Okay, the destinations, the packet which you're trying to transfer. Okay, and then you would also have the protocols, as I told you, what type of protocols you're trying to use, the length of the protocols. Okay, the length of the data and the additional information of your the packets. Okay, then coming to the packet details is going to break down the packets into different protocols, the detailed protocol breakdown of the selected ports. And then in the bytes, that is packet bytes, is going to give you the hex and decoded ASCII parameters. It highlights the packet field depending on the click selections. Based on that, it is going to highlight the data in terms of hex and hexadecimal and decoded ASCII values. And to know about the coloring, okay, I will just go ahead. So here, if you see start and stop, here I'll pause this. Okay, you have start, you have stop. Okay, start the capture and stop the capture. So here currently we are using the PCAP file, so that is the reason it's not enabled. So when you're using, when you're tracking or when you're trying to capture the data on networks, what happens is you will be first, you're going to select the first options that you see, that sharp type, right? So that is going to start the capture. The box square one is going to stop the capture. Okay, clear? Everybody got an idea? And here, if you see one more, if you see, this is the file which we have opened it, right? This is the file name. File name. Let me delete all those things. Clear all drawings. Okay. Now, if you see here, there is a statistics, right? There's something called as statistics. So in the statistics, what I'll do is, I'll go select this to know more on the traffics, that is the locations, and then I want to check out what is the protocol they're using, not the protocol, what is the hashing methodology they're using. I would go to statistics, capture file properties, what type of property this file is all handling. So I'll just go ahead and select it. See here, as I told you, we are using in Ubuntu on the desktop, we have a file called exercise.pcap.ng. This is the file we are able to, what are we doing? We are trying to capture the traffic. What type of hashing values they're using? See, this is the hashing value. What type of format they're using? Normal PCAP file. And if you scroll a bit down, okay, if you scroll a bit down, the packet comments, there is also something known as a comments. If you want to transfer any comments, or if you want to give a comment, so this is telling this is not a flag, this is not a flag, this is not a flag. We're telling, as we all know, in the try hacking, we need to figure out, or we need to find out the flag values. Okay. So currently we don't have a flag values. We need to figure it out where exactly it is being provided. So let me just go ahead and select any one of the traffic. Might be the TCP or HTTP protocols traffics. I will just select it. Okay. See here, I have selected it. Also going to give me what type of windows, any operating system. See here in the frame. Okay. In the frame, what is being given here in the frame is we try to see what type of interface they're using. Okay. It is currently none. Okay. Encapsulation type, the Ethernet one we are using. What is the arrival time when it actually started, or what is the time when is this this packet is being started capturing? Okay. And then the packet length, capture packet length. Okay. Packet length, and then we see what type of protocols they're using. And coming here with the HTTP transfer protocol, let me click on the drop down. Yeah. So this is the URL. Okay. Full request URL, URI HTTP www dot the download dot HTML file. So let us, along with it, let us also try to resolve these queries. That is, we have some set of questions, right? So let us try to answer them all. So you're going to help me in answering this data. Which file is used to stimulate the screenshots? Like, what is the file we are trying to use it right now? We were able to see two different packets, the pcap file in my Kali Linux, that is in the try hack. So what is the file we were currently using? Or what is the file we were able to see? So here, if we see here, going back over here, I'll try to minimize it. Okay. So we have a file called first http1.pcap.ngl. Okay. Any file name you can go ahead. But in the screenshot here, they've used the first file, that is http one dot, that is pcap.pcap.ng, right? Yes, I'll click on submit. So if it is correct, then you will be getting your point. Okay. Which file is used to answer the questions? So the first file used in the screenshot is the HTTP1 file. And the file which we are using for our exercises, for our practical, is the exercise file. This I would answer. The next thing you can answer, exercise.png. ng is the file which we are trying to use it for our practical, png. Okay. Pcap, right? Pcap.ng. Pcap.ng. Yes. Spelling mistake. Okay. So tool overview, we just had a look on the tools and we have tried understanding the tool. Let me just ask you some questions on that. So use the pcap file to answer this question. So capture the file command. What is the flag? What is the flag we currently have read about? Capture file. Yes, what did we read? I'll go back again if you're getting confused. So here in the Wireshark, we were using a file, right? We were using an exercise.php, pcap.ng file. In the statistics, okay, in this file, we have figured out there was a flag, and the flag over here, capture file property. And in the capture file property, we have just saw that is, this is not a flag, this is not a flag, this is not a flag. This is the data which we have got it, right? I'll just copy this data. Ali, no, not, why am I not recording? Which is not recording? You're not able to record it, Siddharth? That is what you're telling? Here, everything is recorded. We have the 5,000 plus traffics which is being recorded. So based on that, we will try to resolve the files. So that would be easy for you to understand as well. So I'll just paste this. Hopefully, I will be able to paste it. Yes, I'll click on submit. Maybe I would have ended up giving a space. Okay, so it might be capture file. What is the file? The flag they're asking, right? Flag, and go again with the statistics, capture file properties, and your here you see with the flag value. So if you have a understands here, I'll just highlight this also and try to change it in color. Okay, here if you see in the capture file command, I'm able to see the flag value. Okay, this is what they are asking about. I was giving this value. So that is a frame value. Okay, now the frame value we would be needing this try hackney Wireshark window. So I'll just copy this, go back to my data, and I will just paste it and give a submit option. Now I got the point. Okay, I'm going to delete this. Okay, what is the total number of packets we have discussed? Again, going back here, I'll try to minimize. You can also have a look over here, total number of packets. See here, the number of packets. Yeah, I'll try to. Yes, this is the total number of packets. Okay, so that is 58620 is the total number of packets which we are trying to use it right now. 58,620. I'm not able to. Yes, 58,620. Good. Those are answering great. Okay, I'll get the value. Now, what is the SHA-256 hash value of the capture file? So it's obvious here we see the SHA-256, the hash value, and I'll go ahead and copy it. So this from here, it's easy. This is how you'll be able to track all the activities. So here also you can figure it out what type of protocol, what type of encryption method they're using. If they're using the latest one, it's fine. If they're not using the latest one, then you can go ahead and provide it. Tell the organization they're not using the updated one. Okay. I will just click on submit. Yeah, this is also been successfully done. Now coming to the packet dissections. Okay, so in the packet dissection is also known as protocol dissection, which investigate the packet details by decoding available protocols and fields. We will be figuring out and decoding every protocols, whatever it's been, and along with the fields. Okay, so how are we going to do it is, for example, here in the questions, if you have a look in the questions, what it is asking, view packet number 38. It is telling, look into the packet number 38 and which markup language is used under the HTTP protocol. Try to understand the question. So we have in the packet number 38, go back. I'll be using the specific traffic. Okay, specific. Yeah, here you can go ahead. Go to specific traffic. Okay, you can also specific, like you can also scroll and you can see it. Okay, 38, you can go ahead and scroll it. That also would be fine. Or you can also click on this. You see this gray boxes, right? You can go ahead, select it. Here in the packet number also, you can give it the 38. 38 and go to 38, go to packet. So this way you can go ahead and select the packet. Okay, here in the packet, we are able to see HTTP transfer protocol and what type of protocol markup language they're using. So you see there is an extended markup language, right? They're using what type of markup language? Extended markup language. So in the protocol 38, I have understood that yes, they are using this protocol. I'll just use a copy. Type it. Sensible. Sensible. So what is the arrival date of the packet? Okay, so when this packet arrived, we are going to give the month, day, and year. So let us go ahead and let us have a look. When did this arrive? So where we will be able to see when it arrived? In the iframe. So in the starting, we have seen there was an arrival time, right? Here you see with the arrival time, May 13, 2004. So I'll go ahead and add that arrival time over here. So the arrival time is going to be May, right? 5, right? So it would be a 05 slash the month. No, the month is 05, 13, and 2004. And I will click on submit the packet. Yes. So what is TTL? So any idea about TTL? Time to live. Yeah. So here, let us go ahead. Time to live here in the frame itself or in the Ethernet port, we will be able to find it out. Let me right click on the dropper on this. Hope my do you want me to now like zoom it? Let me know. Okay. This is what we would be discussing right now. That is would be available in the internet protocol. Okay. So we would be able to see the time to live is 47. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and try to attain. I will try to add this value. So here what we will do in this lab is you would be figure it out and you would be monitoring all the packets and activity whatever is happening. So what is the TCP payload size? Any idea? Can you have a look into it and let me know what is the size of the TCP? Where can I find this TCP protocol? It's already been told, right? We need to find out the TCP payload size, the PCAP file size. I need to know. So where can I find this? You have iframe. I mean the frame number iframe. You have Ethernet. You have Internet protocol. You have TCP protocol. Transmission Control Protocol. So it's obvious we would go ahead and select in the TCP protocol to find out the packet size. Okay. If I scroll a bit down, it would be, yeah, here you see the TCP packet size, 424 bytes is the size of the packet. So I'll go ahead and try to add this, 424. Give a submit option. Okay. What is the E tag value? What is the E tag value which is being provided? Same thing, I would go to the hypertext transfer protocol. So this values and all would be available in the HTTP. So I'll go ahead, and figure it out the E type value. Here I would be able to say, yeah, this is the E type. Copying this is the difficult task. Yes. So E tag something new, right? What is E tag? E tag is something entity tag. Okay. So it is one of the protocol, HTTP protocol, which is used to validate the cache, the web cache and the conditional on the request. Okay. It's basically a unique identifier for a specific version of a resources. This help with uh, efficient caching and minimizing the bandwidth by allowing a server to validate the resources. So this is one of the protocol used in the HTTP. Now coming to the packet navigation. Packet navigation. So in packet navigation, what are we going to do is we would be calculating the number of investigated packets, okay, and assign to unique number which has been assigned and assign them with a unique number for each packet. So let us see here. See here. Already everything is provided. Packet comment. For example, what is the question being asked? Let us directly go to the question and try to understand. Search for R4W string. So what are we doing here in the packet navigation is we are trying to find out the specific numbers or investigating the packet and finding out the unique numbers or unique strings used in the data in the packets in the network traffic. So what are we doing? We need to find out R4W string. Search the R4W string in the packet data. Then what is the name of the artist? Okay, I need to find out the string. So how do I find out in the string? I see everything in the numbers. Now I need to figure it out the string values over here. Okay. To find out the string, so I can go ahead and try to give a search option. There was an option to search. Okay, here in the search I'll give packet details. Okay, packet details and then narrow. Yeah, this is nothing. Here in the string, I would be finding up the string. What is the string? What was? It was something R4W. R4W is a string which I need to find it out. See, again, I'm telling go to search. Okay, what we need to figure it out the packet details, not the packet bytes. We need to count. We need to know the details of this specific string. So I would be going ahead with the packet details and finding out the artist name. So coming here with the packet, I mean in the search option, packet details, the string is R4W, and go ahead and click on find. Okay. Now I got it in the packet details. I'll go to see here. I have so much content being given over here. It's already selected. See here. When I give R4W, the specific strings would be selected. So I'll give find again. See the specific line is selected. In the specific line, the question was like to figure it out what is the artist name. So if you see there, if you are aware of the HTML command, so there is in the open tag and in the closing tag, I have a set of values being given. I have the set of values. I'll just copy the number, the value I'm going to copy. Okay, so that is R4W8173. This is the artist name which is written inside the anchor tag. Okay, which is written inside the anchor tag. We'll go ahead. I'll try to paste it up. Okay, just copy the entire content. Now I'll go ahead and click on submit. Yes, correct. Okay, now go to packet 12 and read the comments. What is the answer? Now coming back again, you can scroll a bit. Okay, we can go ahead and scroll a bit and try to see what is a packet they are using. So I will try to cancel this because it's just the string we are searching, but I need to find out the packets. So it is 12, right? As I told you, you can also go to the specific, 12, and this is the packet. And I need to figure it out what type of. It was a question there. 1 minute. So we need to go to packet, read the comments. What is the comment they have provided? We would go to the comments and we would try to read the comments of it. Right click. Packet tool and go to the statistics, capture file component, file properties, and here I would be able to see the comments which is being provided over here. Packet comments, file comments, okay. Capture file comments, knowing that it has been useful. See here, capture file comments has been available over here. Or this is one way, or what you can do is you can go ahead with the packet comment only. So I'll try to close this. I hope I'm not making it bold. So in the line number, that is the CL number 12, I'll go ahead with the edit option, okay, because I need to just find out the packet comment. So edit, packet comment, I'll select on packet comment, and this is the properties which I'm getting for the 12, right? This is not flag, this is not flag, this is not the flag. But still, let me figure it out. Let me close this again and try to do it. Because it might be, sometimes it might be selected various different properties. Okay. Go to 12. Yes. Go to edit, packet comment. So we would be able to get the comment of the packet and try to export the specific data. If you want to export the packets, then same thing, right click, or you can go to file again, export specific traffic file. Okay, let me cancel this file. You have export specific packets. Okay, so this would be helping you to, like, if you want to export the data, if you want to send it, here you go with the export data, whatever the files you have, you can try to create one. This packets you can try to export it. That means you can try to create one file and then you can store that packet into it. Understood clear, everybody? How are we going to track and how are we going to monitor the traffics and the data into it? That's it, not required. File, export, packet bytes, and you need to find the flag, right? That we will do it quickly. This finding or the or export the packet properties. There's something known as flag. Let me click on the drop down. Fine. Now we have just 4 minutes left. The flag things, I would give it to you. Okay. So there would be option exporting the file. You try to export the file and try to open that file, and you will be able to get a hash value of it. So you need to do MD5 sum of hash value, and you'll be getting the flag. Okay. Not a difficult task, easy only, but try to do it. And 1 minute, I'll just share you few links. The Portswiggle, if you want to have a practical understanding. Okay, so you can go ahead with the Portswiggle. Try to log into the Portswiggle, and you have different labs. You can work on the labs. It's just you need not to pay anything. It's just open source. Anybody can use it. Then you have Hack the Box. Hack the Box. So this is also ethical hacking when you want to do pen testings. Okay, so Hack the Box is one of the applications where you can go ahead and try to work on the labs. So I'll just share you this link as well. And Try Hack Me, as you all know, we are currently using a Try Hack Me website. So that also you can use on your application for your reference purpose. Okay. The cheat sheet, if you want, Nmap cheat sheet, if you want, I have already shared you. If you still require those reference links, you can let me know. Okay. Okay, I'll stop sharing. Let me know if you have any doubts. So, how was the class, everybody? What did you understand with this? Few key points from your side, you can let me know. Okay, we can just revise the topic and then we can wind it up. The recording session, the team would be updating regarding it. Okay. Okay then, so if there is no doubt, we'll can wind up the class. We'll meet up in the next session. Okay, thank you all. Bye everyone.